Hey everyone, Jacquie Somerville here, and welcome to this week's broadcast of Jacquie Straight Up. So glad you could join me here today. Today's video is especially for those of you who may be going through something difficult. You're going through a challenging time, perhaps a crisis. You're struggling with something. And even if you're not, nobody is immune to difficult times, right? Because life happens like that so that we grow. So this video will be helpful for you when you are going through something difficult. So I think it's really pertinent for everybody, to be honest. But especially for those of you who are struggling with something right now, I think you're going to find this very, very helpful. And this is based really on, this whole video is about the philosophy that life happens for us and not to us. Stuff happens for us and not to us. And I know that that can be so difficult to really get and really buy into when we're struggling with something. So I'm not asking you to just buy into it right away. I'm going to share a story with you that so perfectly illustrates what I mean. And here it goes. So a man was the lone survivor of a shipwreck, and he was marooned on an island. And this guy did not have a bunch of survival skills. He just basically fell into the sand and pleaded with God. He begged that he would be saved. And he begged and he pleaded and he begged and he pleaded. And when nothing happened, he finally decided that he better try to figure out how to find food and how to build a shelter. So he built himself a little hut to shelter himself from the weather. And he went and he found food and he scrounged for food every day. And he was surviving, but he was still asking God to please send somebody to rescue him. One day while he was out foraging for food, he walked back to his hut only to discover that it was engulfed in flames. The whole thing was just burning up, and it burnt to the ground. All that remained were ashes. And again he fell to the floor and he said, God, why? Why me? Why, when I'm already going through something so brutal, would you make it even worse? And he fell asleep right there in the sand, thinking that life was basically over for him. And he woke up the next morning to the sound of a ship crashing through the waves, a ship coming to rescue him. And when he got on the ship, he asked the captain, "How did you know that I was here?" And the captain said, "We were heading east when we saw your smoke signals." So the hut was burnt to the ground and he thought it was the end of the world, but in actual fact it was a miracle. At the time that it was burning, he honestly felt like nothing could get worse. But eventually the miracle came from that very thing. And that's so true of life, you guys. That is so true. So I know whatever it is you're going through right now, as hard as it may seem, one day there will be a miracle in it. If something is coming to an end, I know that it is because the new beginning is so much better. So trust that, have faith in that, and remember this story of the marooned guy on the island and how he was rescued by the fire, which actually were the smoke signals that led to his rescue. Miracles happen when we least expect them. So keep the faith. Know that it's all going to be okay. It's all unfolding as it should. And if you've liked the video, I'd love for you to please click the like button. And even better, if you would share it with others, that would be so great. And I would really appreciate that. And as always, I love hearing from you. I read and respond to all your comments. They've been so amazing lately. I love them. So please leave me a comment. Let me know when you've experienced this very thing. When perhaps you felt like your life was over. Could it get any worse? Could you be any more heartbroken or miserable? And in actual fact, it ended up being the best thing or one of the best things that ever happened to you. So that's the video today. I really enjoyed sharing this story with you. I just felt compelled to share it, and I know that it's helped you in some way. So like the video. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next Jacquie Straight Up. Bye.